I agree. I approve.
Hey everyone, this is Bobby from BN-Games.com.
Right into it.
Yes.
Jesus.
Don't even warn us.
You guys are actually talking.
Talking about a bunch of random stuff, but I was just talking about 7-Eleven Gundams.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess.
Tail end of it, you're like, wait, what?
I guess it's kind of relevant. 7-Eleven Gundams. Yeah.
Does it have a pink donut for what?
No, that's not right.
Does it always pester you if you want a fucking pizza?
They don't have.
At 7-Eleven? Oh.
Somebody different. They don't even have.
I wonder if the U.S.
They don't have not. What the? Why have a 7-Eleven?
I wonder if the U.S. version
Matter of
has.
fact, the hot dogs, they're just like they're corn dogs.
Dogs. They're not even hot.
Wait, the corn. How is a corn dog without corn?
It's just a hot dog on a stick, just no corn. It's not batter.
I feel ripped off, and I haven't even bought anything.
I didn't think I bought one.
They better have some fucking CC lemon.
I wonder if the American version.
Probably.
Wonder if the American version asks if you want to go club. Really?
This is episode 29 of the Basically Bullshit Show. This is.
Are we sure it's 29?
Yes, it is. I made sure this time. September
You
22nd.
gave us no warning in here.
I was
Usually a
prepared.
debate to figure out what episode we're on.
I was prepared. Marco was playing Puppeteer. I knew where it was going. I even titled it. See? Yeah.
Oh man, he's on it. This is weird. And he started it like on a good point. What the fuck is going
but
on?
to be
Here?
ruined. Fucking no nachos at 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
I don't get them, but it's like that's wrong. Fucking.
They should be there if you wanted them. Do they at least have fucking
Let's put it this way. I don't even think they have the soda fountain.
Do they have what
do they
call them?
sell cassettes?
They don't even have a soda. Wait.
I didn't even go there in the 90s.
Wait. They don't even have. They don't even have soda fountains.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing one.
Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Just tell me.
Okay, if I go in front of the store, can I get a capsule
No, some of them, yeah.
of Sonic?
Talking about Shenmue.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was talking about, but he said cassette.
Yeah, you buy cassettes. You buy the soundtrack in the store. The convenience store that's like a 7-Eleven.
I don't remember.
And then again, they got these weird pictures of the chick from the cover. that you meet in part 2 for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember that part. I know the capsules because I spent a lot of money on capsules. I got lucky too. I got all the ones I wanted.
And then you get a gold can from the soda machine.
Oh.
Ah, good.
I got your CC lemon from the soda machine.
Oh, I thought you bought that from like a.
No, I bought it from a vending machine.
No, it doesn't mean
No,
as
it's,
much.
I got the.
No, it's just
throw it away.
it's common.
Hey, that was the only place I had seen it.
Hey, we need. We go. I want to try the grape one. I know there's a grape one.
CC grape.
Yeah,
Oh, god damn it!
I want to try that.
Okay, I'm even curious about that.
Yep. There's CC grape.
You should have told me. I could have asked.
I don't know how you say grape in Japanese though.
Add a U at the end.
Grape
You might not be far off. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. He'll learn all from his common writer. He'll learn all his fruits.
Yeah, look how backwards that is.
Game.
An orange samurai.
Banana.
The only problem is he's going to say it.
I know that one bothers you.
Wow, he's actually got one on you now.
That's fucking terrible.
It's 'cause it's like the most American sounding, just banana. Orange.
You don't get it, do you? You finally have a word that bugs him as much as you.
No.
No, it's not a word. It's got to be said
It's the idea. It's
in
the
that
idea.
context.
Orange comes on his face, and then then he fucking transforms.
Look, motherfucker,
I don't
that
need
is
to know
just
this. I
that's
don't
just
wanna know this.
creativity.
No.
Can you get us a bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Did
fridge
you
is
move-
back there.
Do you need me to put another one back in there?
Yeah, but just take one from over there. They're all in front of the TV.
I like how he says bottle, but no one knows what we're talking about.
Pepsi.
Bobby doesn't drink, so.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting when I go to Australia.
I told the manager where I work that you buy soda by the pallet.
Man, I would if you guys let me.
He looked at
Get
me
a discount.
Scared. He looked at me scared.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever met Marco? He's like a cactus.
What am I like a cactus?
I thought that was a new Common Rider.
Oh, that's next year.
That's the evil guy.
Yes.
That's why he's got thorns.
Actually, I don't know who the evil guy is. It's the opposite of a fruit.
Vegetables.
It's a bat.
It'd be vegetable. It'd be celery. Broccoli.
I could see that.
Yes.
God damn it.
And then he would like look like a broccoli, and then they would do like the heavy gesticulation, like they do.
In the ultimate form, the thing just stems
Yes.
up. I could see that.
Did they do the zoom out?
Yes.
That really fast zoom out. Like, do they buy special cameras so they can zoom that fast?
You
Do
don't
not
even
lose
know.
focus.
No, they just placed 3 cameras in different lengths and then they mash them up. Extra speed.
Wow. So yeah, I bet you don't know what the fuck any of this means. So Timmy, this was your idea. Why are we here?
Well, I just figured there was actually shit to talk about.
Well, that's our show for tonight,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen.
yes.
Timmy just said it on his spur.
I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad right now, so.
I'll tell you about Grand Theft Auto and why I think the reviews are full of shit so far. I won't spoil story specifics, but I will tell you the story does not pan out.
You steal cars.
Dumbledore.
Spoiler alert.
Dumbledore kills it.
And the story is kind of poorly written as a general whole. It has some brilliant points, but doesn't tie together. I dislike Trevor severely. Not because of his psychotic tendencies, that doesn't bother me so much, but he's an inconsistent character throughout the entire thing.
It's... Wait, were you saying that the reviews were full of shit that they're good or that it's bad?
That they were praising the story. They're not. Anybody with half a mind who's played this will know that it's like, man, that didn't really flesh out. These characters are.
I'll say 5 of the people I know that have played it say the story is crap, that it's the worst of all.
Yeah, exactly. If you read the reviews, they're giving it masterpiece and perfect and like 9.8s. I'll give you this: the world itself is amazing. The world that they inhabit, the mechanics are near there. Shooting's still a little weird, but it's there. The flying, the driving, all that's fine. The world itself from exploration is fine. But the story is terrible. And actually, the story is better when they don't interact. When you're just Franklin doing Franklin things, it's a better game. When you're Michael doing Michael things, it's a better game. Even Trevor falls under it. Once they start interacting, it's all N-word this and motherfucker that and oh fuck you. Like the last half of the game, the characters are like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's all. That's like every cutscene. That's it. Or interaction.
Like Franklin's.
No. Franklin, he's like that with Lamar.
Yeah, well, I know.
Then it's the N-word. Believe me, I don't like that either. But surprisingly, I thought I was going to dislike Franklin the most. I thought it was,
I agree.
CJ,
Yeah.
New Age
I
CJ.
agree with that.
And he's actually my favorite of the 3. He's like, you guys are a bunch of bullshit, and I like that.
Yeah.
And he admits, like, when they're like, oh, well, you're kind of psycho. He goes, I know I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, when he gets hit, he's like, oh, man, you should kill me, or I should be dead. Like, he has a real self-awareness, which I like. But then he tries to be good, and he tries to do the better, usually. And then there's one last thing that happens at the end of the game, which I'm not going to go into. But Franklin becomes the linchpin, and you have to decide something. And I chose the one that I thought fit his character best, because the other 2 didn't really make sense to me. And then I went with it. And then the game ends. And it's like, okay, well, that was fun. If you were to ask me if I would play 4 or 5, I would tell you right now, I would rather play 4.
From a story perspective.
I still like Liberty City better. If I could get the mechanics from 5 in 4, I would rather go back to 4. But I think
So gameplay and location you like. I mean,
Yeah.
story and location
yeah,
you like 4 more. But
Yeah.
gameplay wise,
gameplay 5 is better.
Okay.
And
I'll say, I mean, granted, I haven't played all that much of it, but I prefer 5's map to 4.
And I'll tell you that of all the Grand Theft Autos so far, this includes all the expansions. Ballad of Gay Tony is the best of all of them. Period. No, hands down. It's the best. It's the best written. It's the best acted.
I gotta admit, what little. Well, no, not little. I played a decent chunk.
A good part.
Yeah, I really liked the acting. The only thing that kind of, I don't know if it turned me. No, it didn't turn me off. Like, I was really conflicted by his mother.
Well,
I didn't know what to think of her. You know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like, do you want him to fail? Do you hate him? Do you
It reminds me of a certain person's.
Okay, I could see that. All right, I can kind of see the dysfunctional side of it. But at that like for some reason that out of everything, I can kill people. I can fucking stab them. I can have no problem torture scene in certain things.
Yeah.
Fine. That for some reason bugged me the most.
Well, I told you about that thing that Trevor does. That did the same. I had the same kind of feel.
And I'm like, why is this bugging me so much? Like I couldn't get past that the whole time I was playing that. But I have to admit that I really liked what I played, and I definitely see where you're going, as far as like the story was concerned. I really did like what I played.
And I'll tell you right out, the talk radio in the city.
Yeah, not as good.
Completely disappointed on every level. Number one, it's super short. I mean, really short.
Yeah.
And one segment is this guy talking about coconut water and animals pissing in his mouth, and he's a chauvinist. It's not funny at all. Like the whole thing, it's not even. I wouldn't even call it satire. For anything.
Just overly exaggerated.
And the problem is, every time you select the chat radio,
Sure.
it's almost the thing that always is there. And I've read a lot of comments. A lot of people agree with me.
Yeah.
That for me was a big thing. And having already listened to Blaine County radio already,
I find myself just turning off the radio most of the time.
And music wise,
yeah, personal preference. I think
there's no metal station.
Yeah, you and I agree there.
I thought there was.
No, there's a rock.
There's a rock station that has classic stuff, and even then,
it's a lot of it's really soft. Like really.
So I like the punk station.
It's okay once in a while.
But a lot of people are happy with the punk station because they chose good punk bands.
A lot of it's like old and classic, like Descendants and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's like
only a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. From what I've heard, because that's normally where I'll put it. I've heard quite a few that I like.
I keep trying to change Franklin's tastes. I'm like, look, motherfucker, I'm tired of this gangster rap shit.
I was gonna say that's the only thing I hate is every time I get into a car with him, it automatically goes back to the rap station.
Yeah. So overall, game wise, it's fine, but the story was
the weak point,
weakest link, and that's the part I cared about the most. And we can't talk about the online because it's not on. Yet.
And 1 week.
And I worry because, they talk about, like, in the trailer, rob convenience stores together. You've robbed the stores in the single player.
Yeah.
Do you think you really need another person?
No, it's not very hard.
Okay.
That was one thing I did want to bring up.
What about robbing armored trucks? Is that so fucking difficult?
I just took out well, you saw me.
Yeah.
Literally an hour ago, I took out an armored truck by throwing 2 sticky bombs on it from about 15 feet away, blew up the 2 guards, went to the back, 2 more, got the money, disappeared, and the cops were off of me in less than 2 minutes.
Do you see yourself needing another person?
No, not at all. What I'm hoping that they'll do is that and this is real hopeful of me, that they'll see that, and in the online mode, they then up the amount that they search for you, or that they make it harder, or that they give you some incentive to do that, because otherwise I'm not going to want to do any of that.
Are there going to be actual... that's another thing I should talk about.
Will there be heists? Because the heists, from what you've told me, are almost non-existent, really.
The last one was a fucking cakewalk. I did absolutely nothing. Almost nothing in the last one. There was one little shootout. I was... because I had all the money, I was armed to the teeth. I used a couple rockets. Done. And it was over. And the getaway, it wasn't much of a getaway. I was done. I was gone. Done. all of these supposed heists, all of them.
But
Number
really,
one,
they're everything that they hyped up so much is really downplayed.
yeah, they're half as long as they should be, and there's only half as many as there should be.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call them
agree.
heists. I wouldn't call them heists. They're just missions.
Yeah, just longer
Payday.
missions.
Payday is a heist.
Yeah.
When you go,
Payday doesn't even seem like a heist.
well, you haven't even got that far yet, Timmy.
Yeah.
Believe me, if you think Payday is not, these are even less so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sorry, but a heist isn't something you can do in 2 minutes.
Well,
If you do it right, it can be.
yeah. Yeah, but like like the bank, one bank mission is more of a heist in Payday 2 than all of the heist in Grand Theft Auto 5. And hear me out before you start.
Oh, that was a pre-current patch.
Yes, that is true.
Let's
Seriously.
talk-
Okay.
I want to talk
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
too. You don't know about this.
The thing that people were talking about before the game release is like, oh, why are we gonna need Payday?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5, you can
Yeah.
just do it. Doesn't
No.
exist. It's not there. And even if it were, they're pretty poor from that perspective.
Yeah.
Like I said, the better parts are when you're by yourself with the characters.
I agree with that.
When you meet the people just in the...
Yeah.
In
When
the-
when you're having individual missions with everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I to what you're saying, I truly believe that the whole trying to get the 3 intertwined stories was what caused it to fail. Because I would have been fine with having the 3 separate characters and be like, play as whoever you want and have their separate missions and their full fleshed out missions and stories. And each one has like a, here's what happened to this guy, here's what happened to that. I think that would have been a better approach.
Yeah, but then it makes no sense. Why put 3 different main characters in the same game?
Why
with
not?
Nothing in
It's Rockstar.
No, but still, I mean, if you look at any game, it's like,
Yeah.
well, why didn't you just make these 3 different games then? Why are you confuse a lot of people like, okay, here's 3 main characters that, if you don't intertwine them, it's just like, okay.
Or
well,
have them, fine, at the start of the game, you select one of the 3 and you can go back and play as any of the other 2.
It's still the same thing. It's like, here's 3 main characters.
I disagree with that.
They don't intertwine. Then it's kind of pointless to have 3 main characters. Why
well,
not
they kind of
just...
did the same thing with 4. Johnny and the
What's his name?
can't remember his name.
Luis.
Luis. They intersect with Nico at points, and they're technically their own stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were the DLC characters, right?
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, but that was that's completely after. I'm talking about the main game.
it
was
all
focused
happens.
on-
It all happens during the main game, and they're
Yeah.
involved in the main
Yeah.
game at junctions.
Yeah, but in the main game, there were just side characters. They weren't main characters until the DLC came out.
Well,
What I'm saying is the focus of the game was around Nico.
Well, then fine, they could have done that then.
Yeah, well,
Have a main character and then have the other 2. Franklin would have been the main character,
yeah, no,
obviously.
if
Yeah.
they would have done it that way, then
And at points he intersects with Trevor and
Yeah.
Frank and Michael.
yeah, well,
I think that would have been a better approach.
yeah, well, they could have done that, but for that, people want more choices now from the get go. They don't want to
Yeah.
wait.
No,
a year.
and I agree. But that's what I'm saying. That's where I think their downfall was trying to.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I'm not all that far, but from what I played so far, I like the story.
The story's not bad. It's not from what I've seen. I mean, I obviously he might disagree. I don't think it's bad. It's just it's definitely not as strong or interesting as it could have been.
well, I'm not even saying it's bad, but there's a lack of it because a lot of stuff happens. You're like, why?
That's it.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And the whole way that they meet is contrived. Even then, I was like, this is kind of weak. Why this? I was like,
I don't know. I didn't think that was that bad either.
the game loses its momentum almost as soon as Trevor makes it to Los Santos. That's when it really just goes.
So I don't know because I mean, like you're saying that, but I mean, where I'm at, I still think the story's interesting enough.
Well, that's what
where-
because you haven't reached that.
Well,
level.
no, I know that, but what I'm saying is like Grand Theft Auto 4, I got bored with the story 3-4 missions in. I mean, that's why after that I couldn't bring myself to actually play through the story. I just fucked around with it because I thought Nico's story was boring.
I disagree.
Especially like all the side stuff where you have to go with Roman or the date with a girl. I don't know. To me, that was just tedious. And
my favorite parts were when he was working for Elizabeth Bell, the lesbian chick. I can't remember her name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Isabetta or is Elizabeth? I don't remember how to say it.
Elizabeth.
And then the one guy who thought he was a player, and then you go take him out in his apartment. I love it. And my favorite part was Packy. And I've met Packy in Los Santos. I guess it is a bit of a spoiler. You meet him, and he's got like 4 or 5 lines of dialogue, and he can be in your heists. And he's like, "Oh, I ran with this crew in Liberty City," and that's it, pretty much it. You don't hang out with him. You don't do missions with him other than the whatever heist you hire him for, and that's it. He's almost like an NPC skin. Like they didn't even have to voice him. And you only meet him if you're driving around and you do like the side missions, like the Red Dead thing. It's the only way. In mine, he was robbing a store, and he asked you to be the getaway driver.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. As far as it goes right now, I'm still interested in the story where I think it's still interesting enough. But, if you go back to 4, yeah, I just couldn't play it. I mean, it's boring.
And you didn't play Lost in the Damned or...
Yeah, no, I didn't play either of those.
Like I said, Ballad of Gay Tony is the best one.
Yeah, I know you've said that a lot. And I remember seeing you play some of it, and I thought, that one looked a bit more interesting. But as far as like I said, as far as like Nico goes, I mean, I could not get into it.
Well, I'm going against the grain. I know it, but I'm sorry. Is like I said, I finished it in 4 days, and I was hoping at every junction. I'm like, man, I hope this pans out. And it doesn't. It doesn't. And I'm not the only one who said it. My problem is,
like I said, I mean, I know 5 or 6 people I've talked to that they said that the story was crap.
And I guess the biggest disappointment is Michael. He's a wuss.
Yeah.
And an airhead.
Yeah.
No, really, like
He's
he is. I agree with it, but I kind of liked that in a way.
And that's not what I wanted.
That's not how he was initially.
Yeah, I know it's not how he was portrayed.
The way I said it is the first 2 trailers are completely misleading. And another thing I need to point out, if no one has noticed, those trailers have to be dev kit footage. No way in hell those are on the console.
They're running on PC.
The one that really stands out is the trains. I'm not spoiling anything if you've seen the trailer, but when they wreck in like the second trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like that in the game.
Yeah, I want online.
I'll save my final judgment for how online goes, but I don't have high hopes at this point. I really don't.
Yeah, well, see, with online, I just see it as fucking around with friends. I don't really have any interest in doing, heists or anything like that.
Well, that's what they're playing as. Like, oh, you get to do these things.
Yeah, no, I know that's what you get to do, but honestly, really, how many people want to do that?
A lot.
I just want to drive around and bash into you guys. That's it.
So the truth comes out.
Marco found a car he likes. Crash. Hey, that's what we did in 4.
Yeah, well, that's all there was. So they had those really crappy, short little, take this truck from A to B.
Yeah,
Yay.
Every time you wanted to do that, I was annoyed as shit. I'm like, God, this is boring.
Yeah, it was.
And that's why I don't think it's going to be any better in this one.
Well, based on what, like I said, just the bank robberies and stopping the armored trucks, they make it seem to be a much bigger deal than it actually is.
Well, I'd imagine that it does, that in online it will be harder.
I would hope so. Severely harder.
I would think it would be, but who knows? But
Especially since theoretically, if you're looking at realism in the game, if you have one person who's being reported as doing a crime, you would obviously have less of a response versus a group of people causing havoc.
That's not necessarily true.
Well,
it depends on what the crime is.
Right, but
I mean, you can have one person setting off a bomb. You're gonna have the whole
precinct. If you scale it down to like one person shooting a gun versus 10 people shooting guns.
again, it still depends on the crime.
I'm just thinking,
I would still hope it would scale up.
robbing like a liquor store, right? And by the way, not every liquor store can be robbed. There's only like 3 or 4 in the entire map. I found most of them. Imagine 16 people, all of them pointing the gun at the same clerk. Give us the money! And then how's that divide between 16 people?
You make sure you get the ATM machine.
I need my saw.
I'm watching all you.
3 guys cover each person's back.
You still a candy bars.
I would. You know what I'm curious about?
Yeah, you'd be like, get all the dice.
There's buses in the game, right?
Yeah.
Can you load 15 people and have one person drive?
I want to see that.
I want to see that.
Blow it up.
And then just all these 15 guys are fucking around. Sticky bombs.
Yeah, okay, that stuff would, but that's get old real quick.
If that happens, get a trophy called Tour Bus.
Oh.
Man, this shit writes itself.
So, like, do you get, like, 16 guys to go to the fake strip club, and they're all there just throwing the money?
Just making it rain.
The screen just green.
I mean, those would be interesting, but, like, that's, like, game-breaking. One armored truck, 16 rockets.
There's no money left at all.
Everyone's got silenced pistols. No, everyone's got tasers. Just keep tasing the guy. Never ending.
No, you just tase. When the truck stops, you just all tase it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's obviously some shining lights, but man, I am like I said, I'm not. I don't know.
It's got a lot of slack to pick up.
Worth the money.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, yeah, I mean, because I got to play it, and I
meant the extra money.
Yeah, I got to tell people, yeah, I'm playing it. I got to play it the entire weekend before anyone got to touch it.
Yep.
So I'd say so.
One worth it to me.
So I'd say so.
It's all like gas having this one. Oh, it's here. Drive you all over LA to find it.
Hey, how was it the one that put in the address first?
No, you were the one who said it was in Santa Monica.
Hey, close enough.
Says the guy, it's near Best Buy. Oh, what Best Buy? Ah, I'm on the other side of Pasadena.
Yeah, well, that's what he's telling me. It's behind gameplay, and it's
No, I was thinking of the shitty one.
Oh,
You know what you're talking about.
It's closer to the La Brea tar pits.
Yeah, I know. It's when you take Venice and you can turn right on that one street.
No, it's on Bullsh.
I know, but you can turn if you go down Venice.
If you go down Venice, you're way off.
No, because you go to the street. That's how we used to go.
I drove there.
He's right about that.
What?
That's why I was thinking it was.
We went down Venice the last time we went there, and then we turned. I don't remember what street it was.
Well, still.
So you were playing Grand Theft Auto while you were going to buy Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
See, you got to play it before everybody.
And it was like a sign because we're driving down,
Actually,
giant Michael poster off in the distance.
Yeah, that's true. And I was driving with Lester.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, if I say too much more, it's gonna spoil bits of the story. But
You steal cars.
Each character has their own car.
driving is a hell of a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Flying takes some getting used to. Shooting is much better, but it still has some quirkiness. Once you have an RPG, you can basically finish every mission in no time. And sticky bombs, depending on what driving or not. Buying most property is useless. Most property is there for no reason. It doesn't generate enough income to be useful.
Yeah, well, real estate.
Modding the cars has been probably the best fleshed out feature, I think, of the game.
I will say that from what I did, what I've done with the mod so far, I do like how far you can customize it, and I do like a lot of the options that it has.
Cops are military laser fucking
Precise.
perfect.
I haven't got that far.
Oh,
Yeah.
you will find very
Cops
quick.
chased me a few times, and I ditched them.
Getting 1 star in a car,
One
you're
star
okay.
or 2 star?
3.
Wow.
Well, then you're lucky.
And they haven't shot at you?
No, they were shooting at me, but
Oh.
I still was able to avoid them in like 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that seems kind of right. Wait until you actually have to fight them.
I just like, I remember like 3 Vice City, hell, even 4 when I got 3 stars, it was a lot harder.
Nope. Not to get away. To get away, it's easier here. But when you actually have to fight them, you think they're dead on the floor? Nope. Start shooting at you while they're on the fucking floor.
Enemies too.
Yeah.
When
You die a lot
I've
easier.
had enemies do that.
I also want to say, in all honesty, the map isn't all that big.
No, it's not. They made it seem way bigger than it
Yeah,
actually.
you know.
Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is the biggest map." Yeah,
I thought it was supposed
it's
to be bigger than San Andreas.
it is. It is.
Really?
It is.
You know, I'll tell you this much. I think the biggest map, and I think someone needs to like scale it and do a proper thing. I think Just Cause 2 is
Just
the
Cause
biggest
2 is
thing.
bigger.
Oh yeah, no, just
That's mostly also because of all the water and stuff.
No, but still distances.
Distances.
Imagine all the driving you still have to do. How long
That's
it takes,
true.
even in the fast jet, to get anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then again, also I think it's got a lot more space allocated to the map size rather than a lot of the other stuff that Grand Theft Auto has thrown in.
Well, I'm not saying it needed to be, but they made it out to be like.
I know, but then it's like,
I still think Skyrim's bigger.
oh yeah, Skyrim is.
Yeah, I'm
Isn't
sure it
Skyrim
is.
supposed to be like one of the biggest maps in any?
The way they're talking about this is like this is the biggest map of any game ever.
No.
No.
That's the way they were talking. I'm saying.
Oh well, I mean, I could see it being a big map, but then again, I wouldn't want such a massive map like Just Cause because, I mean, it's a game where you're supposed to drive everywhere and drive. It's like, literally, I don't want to have to spend a mission, an hour. Oh well, I got to go from the back of the island all the way to the
You
front.
have to do a couple of those. There are a number of missions where you have to go from the city all the way to past Trevor's house.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is like,
Oh, the one where you go to Los Santos.
No, there are a lot of them.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, for he's close to
Oh.
that one.
no, but
You have one close.
What I'm getting at though is just that okay, you may have to do it in this map, but it's not like trying to get from one end of Just Cause to the other.
Yeah, but imagine it was out road.
Even if it's all road, I'm still saying the point being because I mean Just Cause is all road also. I mean there's road and bridges that'll take you everywhere almost.
Just Cause never made you really do it. Like go to this position to do this mission. There was sporadic.
Yeah, I know, but that's
Pockets.
what I'm saying. For a specific mission thing like that, I would not want a map that big. I would not
Well-
want to have to do a Gran Turismo endurance race to get from one end to the other
Hey.
for one mission.
You don't know what endurance races are to me.
Neither do you. You put it in B spec.
No, I did almost all of them. The only one I didn't do was the 24-hour one.
Yeah, I wanna
The
see you do
two
that.
or three 24-hour ones. I did the 6-hour races, the 8-hour race.
Yeah, I really want to see you sit through a 24-hour race.
No, I don't. I don't want to, unless it's B spec.
I tried doing that once. I got 9 hours.
Here, NPCD. Here's the X1.
Do one lap and then just pit.
There's only one problem with that. You're still getting lapped every lap that you're in the pit.
You don't have to win. You completed it.
It's done. You're a winner at heart.
That's why it says DNF.
So enough Grand Theft Auto. I'm sure enough people are gonna be like, you know what you're talking about. It's the greatest game of all time. Beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep."
Rick.
Oh yeah. I currently Last of Us still sits as my game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still haven't decided. I want to play a little more of Grand Theft Auto to
You-
decide that.
I was like, better not say Bioshock because that was a terrible story.
No,
I'm just
No,
telling you.
no.
both of you.
no.
No, not Bioshock.
It was interesting, but
I didn't think the story was bad. Like I said,
No.
it's not the best story and it's not the best game, but it was decent.
Most annoying character, Elizabeth. Yay! Here's the award. It's not even the end of the year yet.
I disagree with
I
that.
disagree with
You two soft hearts.
Considering I was the one all opposed to Infinite to begin with. Because it wasn't Rapture.
He was.
You were that.
Yes, I was.
He was.
I was. I was
Dun,
totally
dun,
against
dun,
it.
It's not red. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, I
dun,
was
dun,
like,
not
no,
canon.
I'm like, no, this isn't Bioshock.
And then afterwards, it was like, all right, I guess I'll play it.
Yeah, well, it was
And
Bioshock.
then he got, and then as he was putting it in the district, I guess I'll put up with this shit. God damn it, that was okay.
You should have seen me at the end of the game when I seen Rapture. I'm like, fuck, it's Bioshock! Finally!
Well, you're gonna get that soon.
I know I gotta buy it again so I can play that.
Infinite is $10 on Steam right now.
Yep.
You
14.
serious?
14.
But you can get it for 10.
Oh.
There's a way of getting it for 10.
Uh,
A Green Man, I think.
I'll look it up.
Yes, now.
Well, that also deal was also 2 days ago, so I
You
don't know.
son of a bitch, why didn't you tell me?
Because I thought you checked that shit.
I usually
And I didn't think you were gonna want it on the PC. No, it was the PC.
Oh, it's not true. No, you gotta play on PS3 controller.
No, I will buy it on the PC if it's that cheap. If not, if I'm gonna spend $50, I'm gonna buy it for the PS3 again. Because that's where my save is anyway.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna cross over. So.
I don't give a shit.
You already missed the other DLC, which I don't
I
think,
didn't
like,
play
no
that.
one bought. I don't think anybody played it.
No one did.
It's like, what? You show the Rapture one? You show this other one that no one gives a shit about?
Wait, the one that came out, that was the one you got to play as Elizabeth, or is that the one coming out after Rapture?
That's the one that's gonna be in Rapture. I think you play as her in Rapture.
No, but one of them was supposed to be one that you play as her.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
part,
no,
it's
but
gonna be
I
Rapture.
think it's-
No, Rapture is gonna be Rapture because I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's not Bioshock 2, so I don't give a fuck. We've already discussed this many times,
Yeah, well,
and
you
you
were-
have been wrong
No,
every single
no,
time.
No, first game's best. Fuck Lamb. It's all about Ryan.
2. Ryan wasn't 2.
No, those were recordings of him. It wasn't actually Ryan.
You see Ryan for like 2 seconds before you kill him. Spoiler, from a game of 2007.
You're a monster.
Wait, that what?
You only see Ryan for like 2 seconds
Yes,
before
but
you
throughout the whole
kill
game,
him.
Throughout the whole game, he's the one leading you along.
Yes, little picture goes.
Yes, exactly.
You. That thing.
Hey, I liked Ryan's character. To me, that is still one of the best characters I feel.
Last of Us game. of
50
the year.
bucks.
That's 15 now. Well, still
I
15.
still get 15. Fuck yeah.
I bet if you go on Green Man, there's a digital coupon. You get it for cheaper.
This is with the
does,
coupon.
Does it say?
It's a Steam code.
It is a Steam code.
Does it say what?
Wait, is that Steam or is that Green?
Well,
Whatever.
Green Man gives you this
Oh.
Steam code.
Oh.
You played
okay,
after.
GameFly.
Oh,
Has it
Gamefly.
for $13.59 plus 20% off, which comes out to $10.78.
Does it Steam code or do you have to download their shitty?
I think it's a Steam code.
If it's Steam code, then
Well,
go
even
away.
even if it's not, if it's a standard code, you should be able to redeem it through.
No, because when you do a GameFly, they do it through their download servers. They don't give you a key. I know. I've already bought
Do
something
you
from them.
need to have a GameFly account?
I think you.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah, because you download their install.
Not
thing.
worth it. Pay the $5.
Yeah, pay the
extra.
$5.
Just get the $15.
No, but I mean, do you need to have a GameFly
Yeah.
account to buy?
I think so.
You have to create. You have to create a login. You don't have to have
No,
like
but
a
I mean-
rental.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Because I still want to get that DJ Max for Vita.
Yeah,
it still
you-
has it.
Oh, I'm sure they do. In fact, that's good. I do want that actually.
Yeah, I want. But that's one of the reasons why I bought a Vita.
It's still
Oh, yeah,
it's
I
still
got a Vita
pretty
phone.
pretty cheap. Oh yeah, Timmy, and he finished the game and the DLC, and we're like, oh, he's not gonna play.
Hey, no, and that's when you said The Last of Us was the game of the year. I honestly had to think about it. But then again, that game didn't come out this year except for 400 days, and I'm not going to count that. So, Last of Us still game of the year.
We haven't had much in the way of DLC, so
Yeah, but no, I will say this. I mean, I was disgusted with Telltale after I bought The Walking Dead on Steam because it
or Carhorn Park.
Aruga! Ah, it's a fucking Velociraptor.
It's like, fuck, when did Cruella de Vil come? Yeah, no, but I mean, I was completely disgusted because they have no customer support. It won't play on the PC, or if you can get it to play, it's just barely even, like, barely playable. And I just, I had given up on it. I played through about halfway through episode 1, and I gave up because it was too buggy where it would glitch, and the thing is even if it glitches, like, the game time still goes on, so you lose time to make your choice. It's too broken on the PC. However, on the Vita, it is just an amazing game. I mean, the interaction is good, the story is good. It really makes you think about your choices. That whole live or die kind of moments that you never know when the characters can go. That's something that happens because I kind of like I think in episode 3 I ended up reading a walkthrough afterwards, and literally some of the characters can die 3 or 4 times at 3 or 4 different points in the chapter. So it's very easy to lose someone.
Do they have their own version of Andrea? Does she take 3 seasons to die?
Yeah, actually, I left her in episode 3. As a matter of fact, she kind of starts going crazy and she kills someone, or at least the choices I made her kill someone. So we all decided to leave her on a road.
I like that.
Yeah.
Leave her for the zombies.
Yeah, well, no, because the thing is the Andrea character, she's with her father, which her father in the second episode, and I if you haven't played by now, I'm not spoiling anything, or well, no, I'm spoiling things.
Yeah, I'm spoiling everything.
I'm spoiling everything, but it's just like you should have played it by now, if anything. But it's just like, you have a choice to either not help resuscitate the guy, but if you help resuscitate the guy, he won't resuscitate. The other character will literally drop a huge block and crush his head.
Huh.
And that's why after that, she starts going crazy, and that's why you can leave her on the road. And then you just see walkers kind of like coming up, and she's like kind of screaming and then trying to run away. It's just assumed that she's dead. And then I played through all the chapters, and then I played 400 Days, and I played 400 Days in order because 400 Days is actually split up into 5 different mini stories, they're very short. I mean, each one's like maybe 10, 15 minutes long.
Ooh.
But it's a very, very good introduction to each character. And then at the end, there's a 6th character that you can only play after you've done all 5. And that one's even shorter. It's like 5 minutes, and it's really just convincing because all those characters end up in a group together, and it's really you just have to convince them to come with you because you're trying to take them to a settlement. And the thing is they're even then it reflects all the choices you made, even in those little 15-minute things, to try and get all of them to come with you, which I got 4 out of 5.
He didn't know there was a spin-off coming for the show.
Oh yeah.
Told him
First
on the way
I
back
heard of
from
it.
the pizza.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it really is. It's a really good game, and I would say, because I haven't played it, I'll never play it on the Xbox, but I mean, I don't know how well it would play on the Xbox. I don't know how well it plays on the PS3, but I would say the preferred choice would be the Vita, but not with the touch controls, because the touch controls are horrible. I mean, as far as moving the character around and touching on the screen, that works perfectly. But when you come into like a quick time event, sometimes it'll have you use like the joystick, but it won't tell you exactly how to move it. And I spent about 20 minutes trying to figure it out, and I kept dying. So I finally gave up on that, and I just put it on the regular, D-pad and controls, and it worked fine, worked brilliantly. We'll say episode 4 is very buggy, even in the where it kind of glitches. I mean, it's not unplayable, but there are points where it's loading. You can hear the like music and whatnot going, and it takes a bit longer to load and start into things, or the characters are supposed to be moving, but it'll get a little choppy. But no, I mean, it definitely is a really good game. I mean, it's one that I think Telltale did right.
It only took him a whole bunch of games to get to that.
Yeah, well, they
God.
only killed they only
Fucking
killed-
Velociraptor.
They only killed Back to the Future and Jurassic Park.
So, while you guys were talking about that, I looked up the sale. So, it is a Steam key. It looks like you just have to make an account. You don't have to have you don't have to pay for GameFly.
Where do I? Oh, so
GameFly.
it's GameFly.
GameFly, and it's 10:40 something, and it ends in the morning.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do it right after this. 'Cause
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you guys are gonna watch Breaking Bad anyway.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, and I got Sunday off. I get next Sunday off. So
Ooh.
I get to watch the last episode one of yours.
Fuck you.
What else? Well, I got a reason to play my Vita. I played Killzone Mercenaries instead of Mario.
Fucking excellent.
Yeah.
God damn, that's pretty.
Except the multiplayer's broken.
Well, so is the beta.
I thought you guys said the patch kind of fixed it.
The patch fixes a lot of loading issues and stuff, and texture issues with the main game. The multiplayer has not been fixed. In fact, they have this giant thing where you have to put the Vita specifically into demilitarized zone, or DMZ for short. You have to put port forwarding and port triggering, hoping your router works with that and your ISP doesn't block it like mine does. And this whole guide just to connect to it. And people were like, yeah, I can connect for like 2 minutes and I get kicked off.
There's no local.
There is local, but there's only 3
How
of
many
us.
fucking people?
And Mark hasn't even bought it yet.
Hey.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I bought it before you.
That's true. Marco played it. We went to the Ontario Mills yesterday, and he played, the first 2 missions?
3. Oh, I got up to the 3rd one. I beat the first 2 missions.
I haven't got to play it. I mean, I patched it beforehand because you told me to.
Melee is fucking awesome.
I meant to play it today, but I didn't get a
It's like,
chance.
do I want to knife this guy in the nuts? Yep. Again?
Yeah, I seen that
Again?
review video. That was pretty
It's
sick.
fucking brutal.
Again. And it gives a good idea of what Shadow Falls kind of look like.
Yeah.
Because
The-
it's based in the same area.
Yeah. I know.
Well, from what we know from Shadowfall.
Yeah, I mean I want someone to go through 2 and 3 with me.
What do you mean, go through?
The 2
I never got to
is
finish
2
But
co-op?
what do you mean, go through with you?
He's story mode.
Co-op.
I don't know if 2 is...
I don't think 2,
Co-op.
no, 2 didn't have co-op.
3 has co-op.
3 has co-op.
2 I don't think has co-op.
No.
Oh, okay.
2 you have to do by, and 2's a bitch at the end.
Yeah, I told him about that.
Well,
Rad is...
I wouldn't need to play. I wouldn't need to play the end because I've seen the ending. I watched you.
Oh.
play it. No, I've seen the ending.
Honestly?
so I wouldn't need to do that.
Although I still think that I like 2 better. I'd say just play through 3.
2 is better from a story perspective.
Yeah.
I miss the multiplayer.
Except
I wish
for
people still played it.
except for the angry guy. I hate him. I don't know his name.
Oh, I know.
I like him. Wait, you talking about the white haired dude, right?
No. I know. No, you mean Emperor Palpatine? No, we're talking about one of the guy who follows you around. And not Rico. No, not Rico.
Rico.
Rico's the other guy.
Rico Suave.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Mr. Thug dude, thickhead.
I know what you're
Anyway,
talking about.
2 is better. That's story wise.
From a certain
Yeah,
perspective.
3 ends in a weird way.
No, I remember the ending for 3 also. I remember seeing you play that one too.
I'll go through 3 with you if you want.
I just gotta get it again.
Oh, you can play my copy.
You have it?
Yeah, he got me the collectors.
The triple.
Yeah, I know he got you that one.
I just got rid of the single ones because he got me the collector.
I thought you got rid of it.
No, I mean because I have all 3 of them. I also want to get the infamous one like that too, just to have it.
I wanted. Well, I was gonna say I wanted to get the Mass Effect one, but I'm just keeping yours.
That's fine. I got to get 3 on the PC, but Steam sale.
You said you had it.
I've 1 and 2.
Oh, I was gonna say because you gave me 3.
I don't have
you
3
said you
yet.
had it.
I don't have 3 yet.
Oh, well, I'm keeping it in.
That's fine. I probably never play them again.
I was gonna say
Anyway.
because you gave me 3, you didn't give me 2, but I'm gonna keep it in.
You need to finish 2.
I'm 75% way through it.
2 is
I'm not that far.
2.
On 2?
Yeah,
No way he's that far.
2 is pretty far.
I've been playing it.
Where are
You've
you
been
at right now?
playing it?
It's been a while. I don't remember where I left off. But yeah, I had been playing it.
And you're doing all the side stuff?
Yeah.
From what I remember, there was...
He played a lot. He did play a lot.
I played it for like 4 months.
In Timmy time, that's a lot.
That is... I won't deny that that's a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game. I know that for sure. Matter of fact, if I stopped doing a lot of the side stuff, I bet I could,
No,
fly.
you,
I wouldn't
you-
recommend
you-
that.
You
No,
need
no,
the
I know.
side stuff.
No, I know. He said
You need to do all the
guys-
loyalty stuff to pass that final mission.
No, I know you guys said that, but I'm just saying if I honestly wanted to, I could probably just plow through the.
Didn't you lose somebody?
Of the first time.
Say, didn't you lose Morton?
No, that wasn't 3.
Because you selected the wrong... No, you lost...
No, he dies either way in 3.
No.
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 Spoiler alert!
No, that game's been out for a while.
Game's only been out for over a year, and that
No,
people
Mort-
bitched about it anyway.
Basically, you have a choice between Morton or the Krogan. I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
Stable?
I always call
Tachanka.
I always call him John. Not John Candy. The other one from Roseanne.
Fucking.
You know who I'm talking about.
God damn
John
it.
Goodman.
John
Yeah,
Goodman.
I always call him John Goodman because I think he sounds like John Goodman.
Guy proof. Who did you lose into?
I lost one.
Who did you fucking lose?
I don't remember at this point.
I think you chose the wrong bubble person.
No, because I did that right. No, I lost him at the end. I don't remember.
Didn't you lose?
No, I only
lose
lost
Morden.
one. No.
Well,
no.
when you get to that,
No,
there's-
you're right. I did lose more than the first time.
You lost Morden.
Yeah.
I thought I remember you
Yeah.
say you had lost.
Yeah, you're right. Then I did a second time.
You did it a second
And
time.
then I got it right.
There's a guide. Believe me.
Yeah.
Just let us know when you're gonna do it.
Do the final run.
Yeah, because you have to select certain people. You have to have the mission, the loyalty mission, and you have to have them all specced out in certain things. And you do the mission, and you tell them, you go do this, you go do that, you go do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will die.
I chose a Krogan because I thought he might roll with me, but he doesn't. So if I were to go back to 3, I'd let the Krogan die. And let Morton survive. I said, no, fuck him.
Yeah, because you get the baby one.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
no, the baby one.
No, because Morton sacrificed himself to keep the cure from.
Yeah,
so the
the
cure launches.
genophage.
Yeah. Anyway, we fucking finished it already. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, but do all the side stuff. You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
no, I know that.
Actually,
That's what I'm-
Calyx kind of weird. He just finished 2. Both endings,
Wow.
which is kind of weird. He's playing games, which is very
Oh,
hard
and
for
then
him.
you still have to see what ending you get.
I
choose.
only want to see the ending that I've chosen. I could care less about
For 3?
multiple. I've seen the ending you chose.
Yeah, well, that's the best ending.
That is.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's like, you know, if I want to see an ending, I want to see the one because that's like The Walking Dead. I played through it. I could change the ending, however slight it may be, by doing, or I could go through each level and choose all the different things. I played it the way I wanted to play it. I'm done. I don't feel I need to go through it again just to see all the other stuff. It's like I let Herschel's son die. Granted, I wish I would have saved him and let the little brat die because he ends up dying, getting bit anyway.
Herschel has a son?
Yeah.
Why isn't he ever mentioned in the show?
He,
Because he gets killed.
yeah.
But also in the show, everything's written differently.
So the game doesn't take place in the same universe?
I think the game is set more in the comic.
No, the game is the comic.
Oh, it is a comic.
But
Oh.
also in the show, he did say he had a son, but
Yeah.
the son was in the barn dead.
Yep.
Oh, so I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no. He's,
Along with his wife.
I remember
son and
I remember
his
the
wife.
kid who gets fucking destroyed in the camper. I was like, that was not his son.
Yeah. No, that was his stepson.
Oh.
Well, either way. I mean,
Does Daryl survive season 4?
Yes.
Daryl dies in the-
Who gets taken off the air?
Daryl dies. It'll be worse than fucking Game of Thrones.
They'll kill Kirkman. It's like, he may not be in the comic book, it's your fault.
That's right. People are still bitching about the Lord of the Rings that
Hey, I'm-
fucking Tom.
Hey, I'm still mad that
Forget
they
his-
killed Merle.
There's a character in the books. His name's Tom Bombadil. Lord of the Rings fans, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving the layman understanding. And he's someone that they'll meet, and he's a real silly motherfucker. He just rhymes and does poems and stuff. But the way they explain it is he's probably the most powerful being in Middle Earth. So there's people who write that if he could leave Middle Earth, he would go take the ring to Mount Doom, throw it in there, kick Sauron in the nuts, and walk away and not a scratch on him. That's how powerful he's supposed to be.
Wow.
And some people have theorized that he's actually the god
Yeah.
in
In
form.
that realm.
And he's older than the planet or something.
Wow.
Like real deep shit. I was reading it, I was like, man, what the
Do they flesh him out that much?
in the books?
Yeah.
There's more about him in this that second book, whatever the fuck they call it, so Cimmeril or
Yeah.
like I said, layman thing. But yeah, because they meet him a few times in the actual book.
What'd you give me a
She'd say, yes, master. Yes, master. So Tokyo Game Show went on. PlayStation Vita TV. Want it?
Yeah. Now that I am a Vita owner, I can see myself really using that now.
But more important for our purposes, recording. Although Marco was under the impression it was right away.
What?
That the encryption was going to be off right away.
For that one?
For the PS4.
Oh yeah, that was my impression.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, here's the question, though. Can you record PSP games off of it, too?
I'm assuming you will because...
I don't see why not.
Because if they're going to remove it from the PS4, I imagine they will from that.
If they leave it on this and take it off the 4, they'll get a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah,
that is assuming it never even comes here.
Oh,
the way things are looking.
I know
so.
they're saying that they're surprised by the amount of people that want it, but
I'm sure they would. I mean, I think maybe even a limited release here.
And the Vita...
And if not, I think it wouldn't be hard to get one over here. Especially, nothing's region protection, so... Once the sales
how do
have been
you
kind
know
of
that
died
it's
down,
not?
No, the games themselves aren't region protected. The system itself would need to read region protection in order to protect anything.
No, we're talking about encryption so you can't record the video.
Oh, well, no, what I'm saying was just being able to play the games.
Oh.
I'm sure we could get one now if it does have the restriction on the.
Well, they're all there. The problem is all the pre-orders are up. They're all sold. So you're gonna have to wait.
Well, if you guys got cash, I could probably get one.
Don't tempt the man.
Yeah, really, seriously.
Well, I mean, when the pre-orders aren't.
I want Gundam's Extreme Full Boost.
Yeah.
Yay! Finally, except for next year. So I gotta keep PS3 for some reason. Well, Gran Turismo 6, I gotta get my B-Spec to level 50.
Kill another PS3.
How did you kill a Slim?
She's B-Specking in heaven. No, wait! We Frankensteined her!
Well, it's not done yet. We still gotta get the power supply.
She's revived, but we need the power supply and the new fan. But she's alive.
Assuming the fan will work.
Just to see his Slim next to that one, they're just gonna be like pop up this just every 5 hours. Just exchange
Cool.
system.
What else? Not a lot in the way of for us. I mean,
A lot of
game wise,
very Japanese.
Yeah, there's a lot of Japanese
centric
games that I want to play that are coming out.
Deep
but
Down's gonna be free to play. That worries me a lot.
it's Capcom.
No, but still.
Is it?
Capcom.
Yeah, it's free to play.
They announced that afterwards? I didn't
Yeah,
read that.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's
And
one
people
thing
who played it
with
still don't know
Capcom
what
is-
it's really supposed to be. They're like, what the fuck is this? It's really confusing.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I mean, from what they were showing, it's like,
Timmy wants Idolmaster.
yes, I do. Got a problem with that?
Pedophile.
Actually, I was just gonna agree to whatever you said. It's like, wait, what? I'm trying to remember what.
Maybe I am!
No, it's like I'm trying to remember what game it is while he's saying it, and it's like, for some reason, it clicked in my head. Project Diva.
Well,
Either way,
that's coming
I'd still
out.
play it. Actually, that's
That game is forever tainted for me. Let's see what else.
I still want to buy that, but there's nowhere around here that has it.
Just buy the digital copy.
I don't want the digital copy. I want the disc.
This is
Amazon
Timmy.
for that.
Well, they only made a limited run. I bet that one's gonna be another fucking Xenoblade. Oh, whether it's gonna be going eBay. It's gonna cost $80 for the US version. It was a limited run.
We gotta get it soon.
The biggest fan of
Okay.
the world bought it like day one, so that's how I got to record it.
Yeah, well.
And I was like, well, that's the same as Japanese version.
Yeah, well, I've been checking, and none of the GameStops around here have it. They're all,
probably won't.
in Hawthorne and farther.
Well, good. That's an area that no one's gonna buy it in. That's where you need to go there.
Seriously.
What else? Gundam Breaker for the Vita, crossplay with the PS3.
Oh, that Shonen Jump one.
I want the PS3 version more for Gundam Breaker. Still
No
need to get
fucking
that.
Last Guardian.
No Last Guardian.
It's dead.
Yeah, come on.
It's
Marco.
dead.
PS4.
At this point, I'm hoping that at least that
PS4 tech demo, not in development.
Don't want that to happen again.
they'll show another 7 tech demo.
Or they'll do Last Guardian and 7 side-by-side tech demos. It's like, we know these games look nothing alike, but here!
Final
Here's a
Fantasy,
video.
the 7th Guardian.
Hey, I think you just gave Square their next title. And that'll still come out before 15.
They keep saying that
Yeah,
Kingdom
but
Hearts is
15
gonna
will
be a
come out
long
before.
I
time
know.
away.
I'm putting up my tent and I'm camping out.
I was like, here's the thing. All the Final Fantasies are going to come out, all those like project ones are going to come out before 15, but 15's still going to come out before Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's gonna take so long to get Kingdom Hearts 3 that they're gonna change the ending and be like,
No,
but is it over?
It's going to take...
It's
gonna-
only the start of the beginning, the end of one trilogy.
I know, I'm just saying.
It's going to take them so long that Walt Disney is actually going to come back to life.
Sora's gonna die. Next thing you know, so
They're trying to add in the Mary Poppins.
So as little as I know about it, Sora's gonna be another echelon of something that doesn't exist.
I would.
Sora
At
was
this
actually,
point, that could happen.
Sora was actually the Keyblade all along.
Sora kills
pretty deep.
Dumbledore.
It's pretty fucking deep. Sora kills Mickey.
Oh.
Mickey dies.
No, Sora was the Keyblade that Goofy lost.
Goofy was the chosen one all along. Gosh. At the end, everyone's dead, and he's just standing there
Doing a dance?
with just his regular face.
I saw a still of Goof Troop not too long ago, and I cringed. It's like,
Try watching the movie.
man, how many times did I watch that in middle school?
Not as much as I watched Recess.
Recess was pretty good, though.
Hey, Recess was awesome. I'd still watch that.
Red pigtails.
What? Fuck you.
I'm sorry, he's not as smart as Gretchen.
Fuck you.
Just need to give him some, get like a Sharpie. So he gets the freckles.
Just wait.
Fuck you.
He's getting red enough.
I don't know. There wasn't. I mean, there was some stuff. I mean, another fucking Yakuza that's not coming here.
And this one actually looks interesting too.
I played the demo for 6. And Timmy's like, Timmy, 6 came out or no, it didn't.
I thought it didn't.
I'm like, yes, it
And
did.
it's not even
Timmy.
6, it's 5.
Or 5, whatever. It was like I played it. I played the demo.
I
Sega
honestly-
fucking flagged this video and
I
deleted.
did not know it had come out.
I played Drum Master in
And I-
Sega Arcade.
I've been fucking waiting for that one too. I'm gonna end up having to get the import.
I just know that the guy did his typical that I understand. And it's always moody face. It's like, get away from me.
I have to get 5. Even if I gotta play the Japanese version, I gotta get 5 because
Spoiler alert, there's no English subtitles.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
So you have to fucking just guess.
no, I'm just
That
gonna,
guy's pretty angry.
No, I'm just gonna
He pinched me.
put one of my friends on a webcam. And go, okay, you translate. Translate while I play this.
Problem is,
for
Timmy,
6
you have
hours.
heard your friends talk, and you're gonna have enough trouble understanding them.
No, actually, I know a few that speak really, really good English.
Then why the fuck didn't you have them for like when we do like?
There was like
the other one?
3, and I said, hey, let me bring them in here. Like, no.
No, I meant on a webcam.
not here, just there.
I don't know them. They're your friends. I'm gonna offend them somehow. I know I will. Not on purpose.
Like a cultural difference.
I-
You just won't know
So
it.
how are those mechs?
Actually,
So, what's it like riding in a Gundam?
I highly doubt you could.
Why is it always the young ones that get to save the world?
Youth is wasted on the
What
youth.
is your obsession with pastel colors?
Hey, we get pastels in
Hey, I'm not making fun of this.
there. Considering the one who has those, like,
Consider the one who fucking imports this shit.
yeah.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying what's...
All his Rangers are all colorful, but yet he's complaining about pastels.
I'm not complaining. I said, what's the obsession with? Okay.
What do you think Japanese pop songs sound so fun?
Dude, this
They're always,
look,
all fast.
Slice of Life is all pastel, so I'm fine with it. I can't say I hate it.
Don't say that because 2 animes I like just ended.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, it's the end of the. It's the end
Yeah,
of
what-
the season.
I'm sorry?
It's the end of the season.
How long do we have until 4 comes out?
Oh.
God, you're talking about like a couple years.
Probably 2015 at this. 2016 at this point.
I'll be 31. I can't watch it anymore.
No.
20.
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe 2015.
2016, I'll be
No,
31.
It's supposed to be coming out in 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
I'll be 20.
Late 2014.
Late
That's next
2014.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a possibility it gets pushed back to 2015.
I wanna-
2015.
I want to watch it.
We have decided we're gonna make it double as long.
And there'll be another feature.
They're gonna turn it into 2.
I doubt it.
A new birth and end.
No, I doubt it because the guy's done with it. I mean, as it is.
He's done with it for like the 7th time.
Seriously.
No, he actually wrote the final chapter. Matter of fact, because my birthday present that one of my friends sent me is the last printed magazine with the final chapter.
So what happens?
You wouldn't like it. I can say this 100% positive.
I'll tell you this much: it's only like 8 pages.
Do you find out that Pen is like the catalyst?
Ben was gone.
It's actually after after all that and when he recreates the world. It's like kind of the afterward,
Everyone's happy.
pretty much.
You told me about that. Everyone's like, oh, and then they're all friends and stuff.
Well, no, that's the original. Well,
I just remember the thing you showed me.
The DS? No, I know what you're talking about. Yes, no.
what I showed you?
When you showed me in the manga,
Which one?
the comedy one,
The gag one?
the gag one. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the specific part because
I'll tell you after.
I mean I've read. I don't know.
You showed me what was it?
Okay, well, I mean,
Whatever.
either way, I highly doubt that there'd be anything else unless someone else takes over, which then I don't know how good it would be.
We need more Trigun.
Yeah, I'd love that too. Although, if he's gonna do that, I'm surprised.
Would you?
I'm surprised you wouldn't want more Gungrave.
The way that ends, I think should just leave it.
Are you?
Because I don't like the games very much.
Are you gonna buy Cowboy on Blu-ray?
Do you know how much that fucking thing is?
Yeah.
No,
I just think it's worth it. Why?
no, but you know how much it is.
No, I know how much it is, but I'm just
They
like.
put a lot of work into it. It looks really nice. It's really.
I'm sorry, but I am one. I like seeing it the way it originally was. That's why.
So
I have,
Tom in between.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. No. But like my Eva DVDs,
Yeah.
I searched high and low so I would not get the director's cut.
Yeah, the director's cut I know is
Yeah, well,
fucked.
that's one thing, but visual quality. I'm
I don't
talking
give a
about.
shit. I want it the way I remember seeing it on TV.
I would get the Blu-rays if they didn't cost so goddamn much.
You would buy it if it wasn't that expensive.
If it was like
I would.
70,
Since if I didn't have the DVD set that I have, I
Well, he's got the really nice. I know. I still have that at my
Yeah.
house.
no, but did you ever finish it?
Yeah. I finished
Oh, okay,
it.
so you saw
I
the
haven't
last
seen.
one.
I haven't seen that last like movie one or whatever it is.
Oh.
No, but you saw the last episode.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't really count. The movie's kind of like a
Like
one-off.
just an extra episode. Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, the movie's like it's actually a mashup of everything, really. If you honestly you
Oh.
honestly look at the elements of it, it's really a mashup of like the first episode, one of the middle episodes, the
Yeah.
last episode. It's a mashup of everything, really. I mean, it's all original, where the characters are original, but the thing is, if you actually look at the writing and all that,
Yeah.
it's just a mashup of stuff. That's what I would say.
Yeah, if it was like 70, 80, I'd pay 80. Like, the one thing I won't buy is, I don't know if you saw their for some reason, Funimation is setting out a box, Dragon Ball Z box with the ocean dub.
Oh yes. Yes.
Why would you watch
No.
that?
I don't.
The first 60 episodes, I think, where they stopped the ocean dub, all ocean dub, the entire thing.
Got a bunch of Canadians.
With the Bruce Faulkner, it does have Bruce Faulkner, but when that, because he didn't do that for a couple episodes, and I want the orange box ones.
It's not Faulkner.
Not Orange
It's the guy that he did it in the Faulkner
I want-
style.
No, well, still, it's like
Yeah.
it's in there. I want the orange bricks because they have Faulkner, even though they're cropped. I don't care about that because I showed you that one video.
Yeah.
I showed you that one review, the intro, and this guy, he's like, because the actual dragon boxes are the proper, they're the proper like copies of the original broadcast on Fuji TV or whatever it was, and their proper aspect ratio, whatever. They look really good. The bricks are formatted 16:9, but they have the proper music, the one that we remember. Like, I'll take a little cut off for the music.
That
the
and-
music is important.
That and all of the problems with the picture.
Now, you know how they did the shitty Kai. They actually started doing a Blu-ray set.
They were re-releasing
Re-releasing Z
proper
in
Blu-ray.
proper Blu-ray, proper formatting with the.
They might
with-
actually. By the way, I forgot to tell you. That same day, I did some research. It looks like they're gonna start that again.
But they stopped. I'm saying
Yeah,
they stopped.
they stopped, but it looks like they're gonna start it again because they started a petition. Like they actually started a petition saying we want to do them again. How can we get you guys to buy them? Because they fucked up the first release.
I really did.
The first release, the colors were all off. There's a scene where the sky's supposed to be green. They fucking color graded it to blue. Yeah. So you have the original Japanese one where the sky is green, and the Blu-ray one where the sky is blue, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?" So they basically said, "What can we do to get you guys to come back?" And everyone had the petition, and apparently the main thing they want is the image quality and the Faulkner.
I would say that's
Faulkner's important.
I would say that's actually good to hear because I was really starting to get kind of disgusted with the way Funimation was handling some of the new animes that they're holding the licenses to.
Yeah.
And especially when I heard that they got Eva, the movies. That's where I was really getting scared on the 3.0 release.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the 1 and 2 were really damn good.
I think 1 wasn't on Funimation though. I think 2 was.
Oh, they both
Well, still 2 was fine.
They were. Is that, I have to
1.11.
check. I have to check. I have to check that because I think 1 was released on a different one. But I mean, either way, I mean, it kind of was kind of heading towards that. Funimation was almost going the route of 4Kids almost with a lot of things, and I'm glad to see though that they're kind of, I guess, learning their lesson. You know, I'm just glad they're doing that now before they fall kind of like some of the other better ones did, like ADV.
Well, I'll spend
ADV.
I miss ADV.
I'll spend the proper money on the proper Blu-ray set
If they release
if they release it and it's fucking right.
Yeah.
If it has the Faulkner dub and it's in a proper format.
In fact, I'll have you pull up the thing afterwards after we're done. They show some of the differences in the Blu-ray versus the original Japanese. They actually went in and frame by frame, they fucking sharpened everything. They removed hairs. They fixed a lot of the film strip problems. It looked fucking great.
I don't know. I think we should end it there.
Yeah.
We're getting real meta. People
Talking about Dragon Ball. The fuck are these guys talking about? Dragon Ball Z Blu-rays? It's all about Dragon Ball GT.
No, they're fucking Narutards if they're younger.
You know, as it is, I mean, so many people are kind of sad that Bleach is ending.
I'm not. I never liked that.
I like the first, say, 3 seasons, but after that, it all became filler.
Bleach was.
Because I like Naruto. I like the first 2 seasons, but after that, it was filler.
Bleach was Naruto with swords.
Naruto had swords too, just depending on who character.
Yeah, but it's purpose.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it was good to begin with, but I mean, it's just they kind of tried to make him Dragon Ball, drag him out, and it's just too much filler. Especially, I mean, the main part of the story stops. They take you through 3 different side stories, and then finally come back to the main point.
The Blu-ray should have Tom in the middle of every episode. Giving game reviews that are really shitty, but you want to hear him say it anyway. Elder Scrolls is a 10.
Grand Theft Auto. They're gonna do Grand Theft Auto this Saturday. Grand Theft Auto 5.
All right, let's cut it there. All right, everyone. This is another basically bullshit. Man, it was bullshit. Episode 29. Please subscribe and let us know what you think. Thank you.
Buy Bioshock.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do that now.